Gold, how high can it go? Right now we're seeing a big rally in gold based on fear of inflation, and also just fear of everything in the financial markets. There's stuff out there in the woods that's really scary, so everybody wants to buy gold. So what we're seeing, for example, is a huge flow of money into gold ETFs, exchange-traded funds that buy gold bullion. So in January, for example, we saw buying by ETFs, so about 1,300 metric tons of gold. That's a new record. That amounts to about half of all the gold produced by the world's mines in January. If you look at who's buying, there's signs that we might be approaching a classic top in gold. At the tops, we tend to get a lot of buying of gold coins by individuals. This is not the most sophisticated money that comes in earlier. This is money that tends to come in late. So what we saw in January, for example, was that the U.S. Mint sold 92,000 ounces of gold in the form of its American Eagle coins. These go to individuals. That's about 4 times what they sold in January 2008. A huge increase. Now, normally I'd say, hey, this is a top and start to get worried. But remember, what's really driving this is fear, and I think we've got more fear ahead of us. Right now, if you track the gold ETF, and the symbol is GLD, it looks like we're about to take out the 2008 high set in March. We're very, very close to it. I think we'll go through that, and then I think we've probably got another 10% before we start to get some resistance. What happens to gold really depends on how fearful people get about the financial markets. If you looked at the day that Treasury Secretary Tim Geithner got up there and announced the new bank bailout plan, son of TARP, everybody got really frightened, and gold buying went up, gold prices went up. If we get more of this kind of fear, then I think we'll easily go through 1,000, and that won't put a lid on the market. But at this point, what you really need to remember is that we're seeing record buying by individuals, and all of that does indeed suggest that we're getting near a top. If you want to buy because you think there's another 10% there, fine. But this is not where you make a lot of money on gold. You make a lot of money on gold when the price falls back down to 900 or 850, and then you get to play the next stage in the rally. I think the rally's got a lot longer to go. If you look at the long-term trend, I think we're looking at years and years of gold rally. But in the short term, I think we are getting within 10% of a top in gold. This is Jim Jubak for MSN Money.